We're Nicki and Carlo and we live in Positano, Italy, except we also just bought a house in Tuscany, which we're currently renovating, so we live there too. Join us as we turn this house and olive grove into a dream home and get to grips with living in two different parts of Italy. We'd always planned to divide our time equally between Tuscany and the Amalfi Coast, but we've ended up spending way more time in Tuscany this year with all the work we've had to do on the house. So now we're back home in Positano for a couple of weeks to catch the end of summer. I've really been missing our daughter and our home and really just needed some time here. It's Sunday. Elizabeth has one boat free and she's called all of her friends and family and we're all going out for the day for Sunday lunch along the coast. Sky is going to be aboard. The only thing is Sky doesn't know that it's us that are going on the boat with her, so we're going to surprise her. She could be angry. She could say, stay at home and I could have had a day off work, but we're going for a day out. Surprise! Hello! Usually it's the kids that grow up and leave home, and the parents have to adjust to an empty house. So I feel like we've done it all wrong. Carlo and I have left home, leaving our daughter behind to fend for herself, and I can't help but feel a bit guilty for abandoning her. I know she's perfectly happy with her boyfriend often staying over and other family on the property, but it still feels strange to be without her. This beautiful day out on the sea was exactly what I needed, surrounded by family, real and chosen. It was balm for my soul. We cruised along the Amalfi Coast, first to the Emerald Grotto in Amalfi and then to the town of Merano for lunch at Il Cantuccio. Every time we record, a freaking plane or a helicopter goes past and drowns out our voices. So yesterday we left our scooter down in Positano, which means we get to walk down instead of walk up, which is really exciting for me.
Sì, anche per me, è qualcosa di... come si dice?
Look at all the kayakers down there.
Ah, sì, ci sono i kayak lì.
So we're going down. Carlo's going to get his hair cut. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to find something to do, hang out somewhere. And then we're going to go get sandwiches for dinner.
Sì.
Italian sandwiches.
Vediamo che tipo
Dinner sandwiches.
Di panino, perché non è un sandwich, è un panino.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vediamo che tipo di panino possiamo avere stasera.
I'm going for a walk. Gonna see if I can find my friends. He's combed it all straight. I prefer it curly on top, but much tidier.
Sì, normalmente non sono così perfetti.
No.
Ma basterà una mezz'ora, diventeranno diversi.
Wondering why I didn't cut his hair today, because I do it every second and third cut, and then I sort of need him to go back to the barbers to get like the guide perfect cut, because I can do it, but I'm not brilliant at it. I can't get like the perfect edges, so I can sort of follow the lines that he's done the next 2 times I cut it, and then he'll have to come back here again. And we haven't found a barber in Tuscany yet. Dusk is such a magical time to drive around Positano by scooter. The air is slightly cooler, the lights are starting to twinkle, and the roadside restaurants are bustling with smartly dressed diners, and it's all a feast for the eyes. It was a bit early for dinner, so we stopped for a quick drink at the Bar Internazionale. So we get sandwiches from a little sandwich truck up at the very, very entrance of Positano. And this is the one that's open tonight. There's another couple, but they're all closed, so we've come here. And you can either sit down at one of these little tables here and eat your sandwiches hot here. This is the view, by the way. Not bad. Or you can take them home. Last night I meant to show you the sandwiches that we ordered, and then I completely forgot, because when I got home I realised that my reading glasses were not in my bag, and I was sure I'd put them in my bag, and I presumed I must have dropped them. We looked all around the house, couldn't find them anywhere, must have dropped them as we were walking down to Positano. So I ate half my sandwich very, very quickly, and I got my torch and I walked all the way back down to Positano, not finding my glasses. And then a friend phoned from New Zealand, and I was on the phone for ages, and I ended up sitting on the steps for about half an hour chatting to her. By the time I got home, Carlo had found my glasses, which were basically this big pile of letters here in the corner that he hasn't opened, that are his. And somehow my sunglasses in this very bright case had become hidden like that on the pile. So I didn't put them there because I thought I'd put them in my bag. Carlo says, why would he have put them there? Sky says, why would I have put them there? So nobody would admit to it, but somehow they ended up hidden like that. That's why I couldn't find them. And that's why I ended up not showing you our sandwiches, but me and Sky didn't finish ours because they're so enormous, so I can still show you what we had. So when I say sandwiches, panini, these are Italian panini. And just, because I know a lot of people get this wrong, panini is plural, panino is singular. So if you want to order one, you would order a panino, not a panini, because that would be like saying a mice or a horse's. I can't think of any other explanation for some reason, but anyhow. This one is Sky's, and Sky is vegetarian, so she got a aubergine parmigiano melanzane. She got a panino with parmigiano di melanzane, which is like aubergine layered with tomato and mozzarella, and chips in her sandwich. So this is half of her sandwich that she had left. So yeah, it's got chips in it and the parmigiana. Let's put that back there. And yeah, so you can imagine how big the whole sandwich was. That's half of one. And my one, yesterday I got roast pork, smoked cheese and broccoli. So that's my one there. You can just leave the broccoli there. But if I put them together, that's the size of one panino. So that's why me and Sky only ate half, and we'll probably finish these off tonight for dinner. Anyhow, I found my glasses. We had our dinner. I was absolutely exhausted because I've been up and down those steps God knows how many times, and down from here down to the road it is 800 steps, so I think I did that twice yesterday, up and down, so that was quite a lot, and I went to bed quite early after that. A week after we'd arrived, the weather changed. In Italian, a particularly heavy and sudden rainstorm is called a bomba d'acqua, a water bomb, and most of Italy received one last week. Carlo and I were at home and we saw the dry riverbed that runs down the side of the garden turn into a raging torrent that thundered down the mountainside. The rain soon lightened and the river quickly lost its power. After a couple of hours, it had disappeared and you would never have known there was a waterfall at the end of our garden. Everybody's been asking about Itty Bitty Kitty.
Eccola qua. Ma come sei gelosa?
Itty Bitty Kitty is happy here at home in Positano. He's not going to be coming to Tuscany because he's blind and he wouldn't be able to see anything. Here he knows his way around really, really well. He can still climb trees, he can go out for walks, he can go down to the steps and wait for people, and he's more than happy here. If we took him to Tuscany, he'd be miserable because he wouldn't know where he was. So he's here with Sky and Nicola. When Sky and Nicola are with us, he's with Andrea and Julia upstairs. So he's fine and he's got lots of company. Aren't you? Are you happy, kitty? Look at that face, what a sulk.
Vedi? Che vuoi da me? Sì, posso avere anche un gatto? O no?
It's currently stopped raining. We've had like such a rainstorm this morning. It's been incredible. There's been all sorts of things happening. There's been rivers running through Positano. There's been one of the porter trucks got swept down into the river and somebody was stuck in it and it nearly got swept out to sea, but I don't think it did in the end. And Sky saved a goose and ended up walking up through town with a massive goose in her arms, taking it back up to a little pond where it had obviously been swept out of and come all the way down to the beach. Quite a journey it must have had, but it seemed to be perfectly okay. Anyhow, we're going to risk getting soaking wet and go down and visit Carlo's mum.
Sì, andiamo, se no...
Yeah, let's go now. And after the storm, now if you look closely you can see, actually it's not really great, but there's like browny patches in the sea. There's one there. It's actually starting to rain again. That's from the waterfalls and streams and rivers that come down the mountain into the sea. Here you can see better. You can see various different brown stripes coming down. It's a very heavy rainfall. Now the weather report is saying that it's going to rain even more tomorrow, and we were thinking about leaving tomorrow. We're driving back to Tuscany. We've got friends coming the day after tomorrow, but we've just seen that the road is most likely already closed, so we can't get out. So, I mean, we could get out, we could go the other way if it's not closed the other way as well, and do like a 2-hour detour, maybe an hour and a half detour. But we're not sure. We'll just have to take it as it comes and see whether we can leave tomorrow still or whether we have to leave on Sunday morning very early maybe.
Non le lo fate fritto, invece la zia io faccio non metterlo proprio a candino, ma ci metto pure un po' di formaggio. Ma fai un po' di questo ce lo fai.
Let's have a look outside. Best view from this balcony. You can see all sorts of things.
Facciamo... Mamma vuole fare una frittata, gli sto dando una mano a tagliare un po' di roba da mettere dentro.
Cos'è quello?
Questa è salsiccia, Questa salsiccia già cotta,
È già cotto perché
quindi è da consumare, se no poi si butta via e a noi non piace buttare via il
non
cibo.
si butta niente.
E ci mettiamo un po' di formaggio e facciamo una frittata. Rispetto a tanti anni fa dove il cibo non veniva mai buttato perché non c'erano nemmeno i soldi per comprarlo.
Adesso non si butta troppo, però non è buono, ci una roba a fine mese, per favore.
Allora dovete sapere che sia mamma che papà mi hanno raccontato quando ero ragazzino tante volte le storie del dopoguerra, no? Che loro erano bambini e non c'era cibo e non c'era lavoro e non c'erano nemmeno i soldi per comprare il cibo, quindi era tutto abbastanza drammatico e sentire queste storie, non lo so, mi faceva sentire una persona super fortunata perché avevamo il cibo sempre, però non si doveva buttare via mai niente.
Magari perché non c'era proprio.
Non c'era.
Il fatto era quello. Sta barba.
Sta barba. Non gli piace la mia barba, mamma.
A me non mi piace.
A te piace, amore?
See, it's soft.
Una padella grande sul focolaio, metteva l'acqua bella così, quando bolliva l'acqua ci metteva un filo d'olio, quello che c'era, dopo l'olio il prezzemolo, l'aglio, e poi quando era tutto bello cotto si buttava le uova. Col prezzemolo era la fine del mondo. Io non ho mai
Pane
fatto-
e uova.
Sì, ma il pane cotto, quello vecchio, il pane vecchio che noi buttiamo.
Sì.
No, lui non si buttava perché non c'era.
Mm.
E quello si mangiava, era buonissimo. Non era bravo, mamma.
No?
Lei, sai che faceva? Sempre tipo brodo così. Quello si mangiava. E invece papà prendeva le arance che il vento buttava per terra, no? Tagliava a tocchette le arance, le metteva in una zoppiera, ci metteva un po' di sale, un po' d'olio, li condiva e noi li mangiavamo.
Come facciamo l'insalata con il finocchio ma senza il finocchio?
E che noi non c'erano, a loro finiti, non c'erano proprio noi. E niente, facevamo con le arance che cadevano dall'altro. Adesso li buttano per terra perché nessuno li raccoglie. E noi prima non ne trovavano per terra che si mangiavano.
I don't remember anything, but it's my hands. It's like muscle memory. My fingers remember what positions to go in. It's really weird. I don't remember a thing.
Eccolo. Non ho lasciato neanche le uova, le grandi di sapore.
Gnam gnam. Buon appetito!
Grazie pure a te. Stai bagnata.
Tommaso has just arrived.
Io
Haven't seen him for ages.
È tutto bagnato. Sì, ma perché è asciutto la maglia che te ne
No, buona maglia sta abbastanza.
No, ma non ci viene parlato. Sorprende a te.
No, non è un serpente.
È una uciglia.
Sì, è una uciglia.
Questa è la felice.
Quando l'hai fatto?
La roba
Quando
felice.
scesi da 199 kg.
Ah.
Perché quando ero 130-140 più o meno, dissi quando scendo sotto i 100 kg, che non ci scendevo secondo me dalle scuole medie, mi faccio il
E poi
tatuaggio.
ci vuoi fare sotto come me?
Quasi.
Che bello.
Perché io ero 103.
Spiegano che significa che
I never give up significa mai arrendere.
Che significa?
non ti arrendere
Non ti
mai.
arrendere mai.
Non ti arrendere mai.
Ah, non ti arrendere mai.
In inglese never give up.
Vabbè, poi dici in inglese, torno a capire.
Ciao.
Allora, molte persone vogliono sapere come mai non ti hanno visto nei nostri video per tanto tempo.
Perché lavoro molto, quindi sto spesso al lavoro e non ho avuto tempo di andare da papà in Toscana, ma a breve verrò a trovarlo.
Bravo. Quante ore lavori in media?
10 ore al giorno.
10 ore al giorno, ok. Quindi, oltre a lavorare, che cos'altro riesci a fare?
un giro qualche volta con la mia fidanzata e qualche uscita con gli amici, ma giusto una volta a settimana.
Ok, quindi tecnicamente non hai proprio il tempo di vederci insieme, giusto?
Esatto.
Ok. Che adesso in questo momento che cosa ce l'hai in mano?
Un salvadanaio.
Quindi rompi il salvadanaio per fare che cosa?
Un bel viaggio.
Un bel viaggio, ma non lo fai con me.
No,
Lo fai con chi?
con la mia ragazza.
Con la fidanzata, bravo, vai. Wow. Ah, lì non ci sono monete.
No, qua è tutto banconote.
Banconote e non monete. Wow, non è un sacco di soldi.
In un anno.
In un anno. Ah, questi sono 12 mesi. Ok. Questi soldi da dove vengono?
I soldi che avevo in più, invece di comprare qualche stronzata, ho deciso di mettere da parte.
Quindi hai già deciso dove andrai a spendere questi soldi?
Certo, ce ne andiamo in vacanza a Bali. E io e la mia ragazza.
Bali, quanto tempo rimarrai a Bali?
2 settimane, 11 giorni.
Bellissimo, bella scelta, ottima, mi piace Bali. Senti, e poi noi quando ci vediamo in Toscana?
È a dicembre, dai, ci vediamo a dicembre.
A dicembre, va bene, ok.
Ciao a tutti, un abbraccio e trattate bene a papà.